Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. It is Tuesday. It's, what time is it? 12:59. I don't know why my watch shows me dabbing standing next to a pizza, but we'll just ignore that. I just got done filming, as you can tell. I'm getting ready to take my makeup off. I wear like some makeup pretty much every day, but I don't wear like this kind of makeup every day. I am really proud of my wings though. My wings turned out really well. See, it looks really good. But anyway, I'm getting ready to start my books for this month, but I do actually have something to show you guys. I got a very sweet package. So Boston, if you're not familiar, Boston is another booktuber. I'll leave her channel down below. She actually sent me a package because she just hit 2,000 subscribers, and instead of doing like a giveaway, she actually sent people who, I'm gonna cry, she sent people who kind of kept her in the community or made her want to stay on BookTube. She sent us books, and she actually sent me two. I think they're both from her. One came from Book Depository without a note, but the other one came from Amazon with a note from her, so I'm going to assume that they are both from her. I'm not gonna read the note that she sent me, but I'm really excited. So the first one she sent me is The Poet X, which is a book that I've been wanting to read for a very long time. I'm actually going to set this aside to add to my TBR. My TBR video, I actually forgot to include this because it was not in my room at the time. But I've heard phenomenal things about this. So it says, Zamara has always kept her words to herself. In her Harlem neighborhood, her fists and her fierceness do the talking. But X has secrets. Her feelings for a boy in her bio class, the notebook full of poems that she keeps under her bed, and a slam poetry club that will put those secrets into the spotlight. Because in spite of a world that might not want to hear her, Zamora refuses to stay silent. So Tomi Adeyemi did a blurb for this, which I know there's a lot of drama about Tomi Adeyemi, and I don't really know how to feel about it. But Angie Thomas also did a blurb about this. Apparently it does focus around slam poetry, which I think is really, really cool. I actually want to go to a slam poetry meet here in town, like a, I don't know, I always want to call it a meeting, like they're not really meeting. They have a couple of cafes that do that, so I'm excited, but it is written in poem form, so I think that's really cool. Like the whole format of the book is in poem format. So really excited, fucking love her for sending this to me. And then she sent me a book that I actually read from the library that I fucking loved and am so excited to have. In the note that she sent me, she said, I thought I'd send you an extra gift, a gay one at that, to cheer you up. I love you and we'll get through this. So if you saw my vlog last week, there was a bit of hate going on in the gay community. It was pretty hard for me. I don't normally get my feathers ruffled, but my feathers were fucking ruffled. Like, it was bad. But she did send me Autobiography by Christina Lauren, which you guys know I read last month and loved. So I'm so glad that I finally have this. This is definitely a book I will reread. This is a book that I recommend to people. Follows two characters. Well, follows our main character. And he is a bisexual boy. He's out of the closet, but he moves back to Utah and kind of goes back in the closet because obviously there are a lot of, I always want to call them Seventh-day Adventists. That's definitely not what they are. Mormons that live in his town, and they're pretty judgy, or he assumes they'll be pretty judgy about how he is. And super cute story about him falling in love and about religion, and I feel like they handled all themes very, very well in this book, so I'm super glad to have it. And Boston, if you're watching this, I love you immensely. Thank you for thinking of me, and thank you for being affected by like me cheering you on. It's like always my biggest goal to make people feel wanted and accepted and loved, and that they have a place here and that we want them here, and I love your content, and I want everyone to succeed. But I truly, truly love Boston. So Boston, if you're watching this, I love you immensely. Today, however, I'm having a very blah day. I don't know, I was very upset earlier. Filmed, did okay with filming. The thing about filming is when I film, I don't fake it. Like if I don't feel good, you can definitely tell if I don't feel good. But filming makes me excited. It makes me happy. So when I filmed earlier, my videos turned out really, really well. I just got done editing my fake raid unboxing, which you guys will have seen on Wednesday. And I'm excited for that to go up. Or maybe it'll go up tonight. I haven't decided when I really want to put it up. But either way, I'm really, really excited. With the videos that I filmed, they'll look really good. Yeah, this week is just gonna be kind of hectic. My roommate goes out of town. He goes to Europe for 2 weeks on Friday. And that's when I'm going to be starting my reading vlog for Daisy Jones and the Six, as you guys saw in my TBR. This is one of the books that I want to read, but today I think the book that I am going to start is Wild Card. I have been wanting to read this. This is obviously by Marie Lu. I've been wanting to read this for a long time and I haven't gotten around to it. I have a Hideo like custom made candle by one of my friend Sid did it for me, and that's how much I really like this story. So I'm really excited to read this and like finally figure out what the fuck is happening. I don't know why it took me so long. That is really all I'm gonna do today. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the bank and go to the library, but for now I'm putting aside all things that I need to do. Just like, I mean, I'm gonna do stuff in my office, like I have some reviews that I need to write and I have some other things that I need to catch up on, some chapters of a book that I'm beta reading. I need to catch up on that. But other than that, I just want to relax today and not really focus on anything and just be in my own space and just, I don't know, like catch up on stuff. I'm super overwhelmed, and eventually I'm gonna come out of my room and like hang out with my roommate and like go to the gym and play games and stuff. But for now, I mean, I didn't sleep very well. I think I got 5 hours of sleep because around 6 o'clock yesterday, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go take a nap. And he was like, well, do you want me to wake you up when I lay down for my nap? Because he's trying to get on Germany time right now. And I was like, no, it's fine. I don't ever sleep that long. I slept for almost 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. Like, I literally said I won't sleep that long, and I slept until almost 10 p.m. So I slept a lot. Oh my god, I really fucked up my sleep schedule. So last night when I went to bed around 4-ish and ended up getting up around 9:30 to film. That's why right now it's only 1 o'clock and I'm already like up and moving. So kind of crazy, but I did fuck up my sleep schedule. So I'm gonna be up pretty much all night tonight, I'm sure. Oh, why am I like this? But yeah, that's gonna be the plan for today, is just to like catch up on stuff and like be in my own space for a little while and then hang out with my roommate because he leaves soon and I'm gonna miss him. He's gonna be gone for 2 whole fucking weeks. I was gonna say the house is gonna be quiet, but we have a pretty quiet house anyway. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this update. I love you guys. I hope you enjoy this vlog. Welcome back to the vlog. Let's hope we have a more positive weekend, more positive week this week than we did last week. The weather's shit, but the rest of the week is supposed to be okay. So we'll see kind of what happens. I need the sun. I crave the sun. I have seasonal fucking depression. So I just need the sun to come back out. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this update. I love you guys. I will let you know if I start wildcard what I am thinking of it in an update. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. What do you want? Pick which one of the parents you want, but please, God, stop.
Can I fight?
Doctor, listen to me. You have to issue the order to evacuate the station.
We've been trying. The Covenant, they've already taken over the landing bay.
Don't jump in that, you die.
I'll see what I can do about clearing the back route on my way.
Are you dead? No, you're alive. Okay. What is that? Did you jump in it? Why'd you jump in it? Now I'm under attack and can't respawn you. What the fuck? Don't mind me, just casually lost like I am all the time in
literally
real life.
every single time.
Hello. Good morning. It is 1:30. Where's my phone? I slept for forever yesterday. I went to bed at like 3 p.m. and got up at 1:30. So I slept 9 hours. Not including like, that's like when I was actually asleep. So that doesn't include when I woke up or rolled over or, you know, got up to the bathroom and stuff. So feeling well rested. I'm also feeling like when I have to come home tonight and immediately go to bed, because I work at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'm off at 1, probably not gonna sleep. I've been falling asleep to a new show, or I've been watching a new show while I'm laying in bed trying to fall asleep. It is the new show by David Attenborough. He does like the, I just want to call them like Discovery Channel shows, but they're not. But it's called Our Planet, and I've been watching that, and it's very sad because it addresses climate change and how it will affect our planet overall, different species on our planet and stuff. So it's very sad, but I do enjoy watching it. But we're here for a reading update. And we're here for a kind of quick reading update because I have to go to the bank before I go to work. So, a couple of things actually. So I got this. This is a book sleeve. It is by Nerdface Book Sleeves. I will leave the Instagram of the girl who runs this. Her name is Rachel, and she wanted to send me a couple. She's been a long-time subscriber of mine, so Rachel, if you're watching this, hi. But she wanted to send me a couple. The other one is in another one of my bags with another book. But they're really sturdy and really, really nice, and I'm actually really loving these. I picked out two really cute designs. The other one that I picked out has mermaids on it, and then this one has like pool, like little people in the pool, and I really like this. It's like very summery, beachy. But I wanted to show you guys this, and like I said, I'll link it down below. But you can really tell like the quality of it, and it seems very sturdy, so I'm very excited to be carrying my books around in these. I have so many book sleeves by companies that I really like. I'll list a few down below for you guys. But yesterday, like I said, I started Wildcard, or I meant to start it a couple of days ago, but as you guys saw from last night's footage, or night before last footage, I really just played Halo and finished it. But I did start this yesterday. I am on page 211. And there are, let's see how many pages, a little under 350 pages. So I'll probably finish this tonight, or I'm hoping to finish this tonight. It is going to be very busy at work. But this book, if you're not familiar with what Warcross was, this is the second one in the series. And Mika Chen is the main character, and she participates in, she's like a bounty hunter because she has a really troubled past. And she hunts these bounties, and she's also really good with like hacking and numbers and stuff. So she hacks the Warcross games, and she actually gets pulled into the games. And Hideo, the main guy who started the Warcross game and who started the virtual reality that everybody pretty much lives in, finds her and asks her to work for him because somebody else is hacking the Warcross games, and it is a gentleman you find out later named Zero, and he, you know, obviously wants to stop it because he's screwing with the games. Now, if you have not read this book, skip the rest of this update because I am going to be talking about spoilers for this book and for the first one. So, final warning, talking about spoilers here. What I like about this book so far. So, in the first book, you find out that Zero, the hacker, is Hideo's brother, or they think it's Hideo's brother, and Hideo puts an algorithm into the lenses that people wear so they can see the overlay world. He put something in there that makes it so that anyone who's committed a crime is thinking about committing a crime. They either turn themselves in, or they, unfortunately in this, a lot of them are killing themselves. And you find out in this one that the two people that work with Hideo are in on it, like the company that he created, they knew, and Amika thought that only Hideo knew, and they had like a little bit of a romance. I'm at the part in this book where you find out that Zero doesn't exist anymore, that Taylor had taken him and basically his body has died, but they put his brain into an artificial intelligence. So you find out he's no longer alive. So this brother that Hideo is looking for is no longer alive. And I'm wondering how that's going to affect the rest of the story. I'm wondering how that's going to change Hideo's mind about the algorithm. And I want to know what happens because I am really interested in this. I really liked the first one, and so far this one is not as great as the first one, but it's still pretty good. There's a new character named Jax in this that I actually really like. She's kind of a mercenary. In the first book, when somebody tried to kill Hideo, it was actually Jax that was trying to kill him. So I am really, really liking it, and I kind of want to know everything that's going on because Tremaine was just shot in the head by Jax, but she purposefully stopped Zero from doing it so that she could graze him so that he could be helped at the hospital. So when she helps Amika escape, she also sends Tremaine to the hospital. So I do like her. She's a very complex character because obviously she's been conditioned from her mom, Taylor, her mom, to be a certain way and to act a certain way and to do certain things. So it's kind of cool to see like her struggle with like that internally. But so far I really, really like it. The book that I'm going to be bringing with me for when I finish this will probably be What If It's Us, because that seems like a shorter book. My roommate goes out of town on Saturday. I'm probably gonna start my reading journal for Daisy and the Six on Monday, so it won't be in, there'll be like a whole vlog for it, but it'll probably be next week. I'm gonna try to vlog normally and vlog a new, like a reading vlog just for Daisy Jones and the Six, so we'll see how it goes. But for now, I have to get out of bed. I gotta go to the bank. I gotta go to work. I gotta cry because today's a long day and it's a busy day. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. If you've read Warcross and Wildcard, I forgot the name of it, let me know what you thought of them. I hear it's only a duology. I wish it was a trilogy because I do really like these characters. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this update. I love you guys a lot, and I will see you in the next update, which will probably be tomorrow. I was gonna say tomorrow. Yeah, it'll probably be tomorrow, but I'll see you guys a little bit later. Good morning. It is Friday. It is currently like 1:30. I didn't update you guys this morning when I got up because I had to rush off to work. I also had to drop my roommate off at his parents' house because, as you guys know, he's going to Europe for 2 weeks. I'm sad because now I'm gonna be by myself in the house all the time, and it's nice having like another person with you. I do enjoy living by myself, but I actually really like living with him, so I'm like sad that there's not gonna be anyone to play Halo with me or to like cook homemade lasagna. I really lucked out in the roommate department. But yeah, so today's a very rainy day. I finished Warcross yesterday, or not Warcross, Wildcard yesterday. I liked it. I'm gonna give it 3.75. The ending was a bit too wrapped up for me. I feel like it's definitely one of those books that no one really dies. There is some trauma in the book though, so it's a little bit of depth to it, but I wish there would have been like actual deaths or like real, because I feel like a lot of the consequences were excused. I feel like for some of the things that happened with some of the main characters, I feel like it was wrapped up really easily, and I feel like that wouldn't have really happened. I did still really enjoy it. The characters are always my favorite and will always be my favorite. Hideo is still my favorite character, Amika with a close second, and then Tremaine I really like as well. I do think the characters definitely are what make the story. I feel like the world building is pretty, but I don't feel like it's very succinct. I really struggled with that, unfortunately. I don't feel like Marie with this duology did really good with the world building, especially considering I feel like maybe it had too much going on, because it does have like the Warcross aspect and then the, you know, the lenses that they wear, and I feel like maybe she focused too much on that and not like the overall world, because at the end of the book, spoilers, like I said, if you haven't read the book, the goggles or the lenses go away. So like Amika is still in Tokyo, and she talks about how Tokyo really looks. So I feel like maybe that's why the world building was a little bit weak, because it was primarily the game. But even within that, I was still missing some stuff. Like when I was reading certain parts of it, I didn't really have a good sense of what I was supposed to be picturing in my head. Still not bad though. I'm gonna round up to 4, which I think is what I gave Warcross. So a pretty solid duology for me. I really liked it. I don't have the book that I'm currently reading in the car with me, but I am actually going to be trying to finish King of Scars today. I am halfway through. When I first started reading that book, I was feeling the hype, and it kind of fizzled out for me, because a lot of that story is, it's told from different perspectives, but primarily it is told from Nikolai and Nina. Nikolai is one of my favorite characters from the Grisha trilogy. I did not like Six of Crows or Crooked Kingdom. I may try to read them again later, but I didn't like them, and I read almost the entire duology and DNF'd Crooked Kingdom about 200 pages in, but I know how it ends. I know everything that happens. So hearing it from both perspectives kind of bugs me, because I don't really connect with Nina. I mean, I connect with her more so in this book, and of the characters from the Six of Crows duology, she was the one that I really did connect with. But I'm gonna try to power through it, because I don't want to spoil myself for a book that I was really excited for, and because maybe I was just in a funk. And I did DNF it at halfway through, but that was only for the time being. It wasn't like my intention to never go back and finish it, because obviously I do like Leigh Bardugo's writing, and also she's just a stunning human being, and I do struggle with separating authors from their writing, and I want to support her. And there are a couple of authors that I like, but I'm not like head over heels in love with their writing, but I still buy all their books, and Leigh Bardugo is one of them. I think she's a solid writer. She's just not my favorite, but she does characters very, very well. So I'm going to be trying to finish King of Scars today at work. It is around 2-ish and I am off work at 11, so I have about 9 more hours of my 12-hour shift to go. So I do have a good bit of time to read. I did also bring my Switch with me today though, because if we're super busy, it's hard to read and be able to like put the book down and then pick it back up. So we'll see. I do have a book with me though, actually. I have Dread Nation. This is what we are reading for the quarterly book club, although there's going to be an announcement because I think we are switching that around a little bit. But no matter what we turn that group into, this is the book that we are definitely reading. So if you want to follow along with us, it's Bex from Bex and Books, Jade from JD Rave Reads, AJ, who I'll link all of our channels down below, and then G, and me, and Taylor. I'll leave, like I said, everybody's channels down below if you guys want to follow along. It's always on G's channel, but we do get together. Usually it's every 3 months, 3 or 4 months. I think now we're going to go to bi-monthly. Like I said, there'll be a full announcement on that, but this is the book that we are reading. So if you want to read along with us in whatever capacity we do end up reading this, it is Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. I'm actually kind of excited to read this. I hear it's like a crazy retelling and there's like zombies and like pirates and stuff, I think. This was Beck's choice, and this was on my radar a long time ago, so I am excited to read it. But that's going to be the update for now. I will update you guys when I get home. Tonight when I get home, I need to do laundry. That's like my biggest thing that I need to do. This next week, I'm going to be pretty much filming all the time, and hopefully I have a lot of new content for you guys. I am going to be starting my Daisy Jones and the 6 reading vlog on Monday, and hopefully I can read that in a couple of days. So that'll be one of the videos that goes up next week, and the other video that my Patreons voted on were my favorite LGBT books. So I'm going to be filming that hopefully this week as well. So that's going to be it for this update. I love you guys a lot, and I will see you tonight when I get home from work around 11:30, so it'll probably be dark, and it'll probably be the worst update ever. So when you guys see me in a minute, everything will be orange, and the lighting will be awful, but you guys will get a full reading update, hopefully. So here is that awful yellow light I was talking about. I'm going to try to correct the light in this video, but I probably won't be able to. 2 things. I got some mail. I got my unplugged book box, which there will be an unboxing hopefully tomorrow. This is probably going to be the video that you guys see tomorrow. But I also got some other mail that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So this is the book for the Panels Book Club. As you guys know, I've been not buying books recently, but I've been involved in the Panels Book Club, like following and doing all of the prompts and stuff since Natalie started it, and I will leave the Panels Book Club down below. But there are 2 choices every single month, and that is the book that I splurge on every month and purchase. Usually it is a comic book or a manga, and for me that is a part of my personal library that I'm willing to grow because I don't own a lot of them, and usually when I buy them I tend to read them. So this month's pick of the 2 that I chose was Nancy Drew and the Palace of Wisdom. So this is the book. It is very pretty and the art style is very cool. So it says Nancy Drew is 17 and good at everything, especially solving crimes, but are totally in control and obviously running perfectly smooth, but not really. Life hits a snag when a mysterious message drags her back to the hometown she left behind, where she'll have to find out which of her friends are still her friends, which are enemies, and who exactly is trying to kill her, and hopefully stop them before they succeed. So that is the book that I'm going to be reading for panels. I'm probably going to start this maybe tomorrow, which brings me to my other update on what I am thinking of King of Scars. Alright, so let's see what page I am on. I am currently on page, I read quite a bit, 333. So when I started it this afternoon, I started it at the second part of the book, which is page 257. So I read quite a bit of it. Now my update earlier when I spoke about this book, I said I so far was pretty underwhelmed, not really loving it. I'm not really feeling any better about it. I feel like Nina's character is a little bit more interesting than I thought she was going to be. Obviously I liked her, but I didn't know how Lee would be able to translate her into this. I do like it. I do like her perspective a lot. It's a little bit darker, but there is still a lot of nods to Six of Crows, which is to be expected. So if you're a fan of that duology, you will really like Nina's perspective on this book. Another thing that I'm not really liking is Nikolai seems like a caricature of himself. There is, at the point that I'm in, a character that is basically pretending to be him, and the things that he says, it's hard to tell his character from Nikolai's character. I know that he's like faking, but there are things that he says in trying to be Nikolai where it doesn't feel like Nikolai is authentic to himself. I feel like it seems very off to me, and that's really sad because, like I said, Nikolai is my favorite character. A lot of this to me seems like pandering to, you know, everybody's love of Nikolai. I mean, he's always been sassy, but for some reason he just feels overly, like I said, overly like a caricature of himself. And I mean, I do obviously still really enjoy him as a character. He's why I keep reading this book. I'm at a point where it's getting kind of interesting, but here's the thing, it shouldn't need to happen at page, you know, 300 to get into this book. That's over halfway through. This is, you know, all that I've read, and this is a little bit that I have left. So it's like I shouldn't have to get to that point. Despite how I'm feeling about it right now, I will of course read the second one, even despite how the ending of this is, because I love Nikolai and I like getting to learn a little bit more about the Darkling, and like other parts of this book that were brought up in the first one I feel like are being explained really well in this one, and I love that. I love that we're getting more backstory on some like amplifiers, like people who are amplifiers, like the Darkling was an amplifier, things like that. So I am enjoying that aspect of this book. I'm getting to learn a little bit more about other characters. I'm getting a little bit more backstory on them. I'm getting to learn about new characters that are introduced in this, and I'm really liking that. Like I said, I feel like Lee does characters very, very well, and that's always a part of her books that I truly enjoy. So I mean, I'm not in love. It's sitting at like a 3 for me right now. We'll definitely see how I end up finishing, when I finish it tomorrow, what I end up thinking about it, because my goal is to finish it tomorrow. But yeah, so not my favorite book. I definitely think I rated all of the Grisha trilogies between 4 and 5, and I know a lot of people are pretty split on how they feel about that series, especially because the Darkling is a pretty abusive and manipulative character, and people tend to idolize him in like a book boyfriend kind of way. And that's definitely my favorite kind of book boyfriend. And I don't like that people have to defend themselves. Like, you know, they have to be like, oh, I understand that he's abusive. Or, you know, they like to lie and be like, I don't get that he's abusive. And you just, it's fiction. It's all fiction. And if you like the really fucked up character, then that's what you like. That doesn't necessarily mean that in your own life you're going to go seek out those kinds of characters. So for me, my favorite book boyfriends are the pretty fucked up ones, and I don't tend to seek that out in real life. Like, despite how my life has turned out up to this point, that's not the kind of person that I seek out, and I don't like that people have to defend themselves like that. So either way, I am liking getting a little bit of Darkling's backstory. I do like Nikolai's perspective, and I am enjoying Nina's perspective. I'm actually enjoying Nina's perspective now more than I'm enjoying Nikolai's, even though Nikolai is in a very precarious circumstance right now that I am at in the story, and I do like it. It's just, I find Nina, what's going on with Nina, a lot more interesting. So it's definitely not what I thought it was going to be. It's not, and I don't know if that's why maybe it's not rating as high as I thought it would be, because I'm not as into what I thought I was going to be into, and not as disappointed with what I thought I was going to be disappointed with, and I feel like the characters are a little bit different than I expected them to be, but also that's normal. I feel like obviously when Lee wrote those books, there is growth, because that happens with people in general. Like, people in general tend to grow and change as they just grow, and you know, as they get older. And so naturally I feel like her writing and her stories would grow and change as well. So it definitely makes sense that that's kind of what's happening. I think it's just it's taking a little bit of time to get used to it, I think. But either way, it's an okay book. I'm not blown away. We'll see how the ending is, because from what I've heard, the ending is pretty like, holy fuck, what just happened? And I'm all about that. So I'm excited for that to happen and see kind of how she ends up wrapping up this book. I might read a little bit tonight. My goal tonight is I have to do my laundry, and then I want to clean my house a little bit. I definitely have a lot of nervous energy. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I haven't been by myself in a very long time. I've always kind of had, you know, I've had like just people with me all the time, like no matter where I've lived. It's been about 8 or 9 years since I've been by myself for a prolonged period of time. Well, maybe not that long, because my ex-husband was obviously in the Marine Corps, so he was gone for times, but my roommate's gone for 2 weeks and I'm by myself, and I work a lot, and you know, when I'm not working, I'm like working on stuff at home, so I know I can keep busy. But one of my biggest triggers with my OCD is being by myself. Like, I don't want to say like not being babysat, but you know, it does bring up like just a little bit of worry and anxiety. So that's kind of where I'm at tonight. So it's first night by myself. We'll see how it goes. My goal is always to eventually live by myself, like kind of like my epiphany that I had over, you know, the last like, I don't know, 5 or 6 months. And it's like, not because I don't like living with my roommate, I love my roommate, but you know, like eventually I'm almost 30, maybe, you know, in like years from now, a couple years from now, I'd like to have my own apartment and live, you know, by myself and just like figure that out. And so this is like a good trial run for me. I think his plane is about to land in Germany. I think that's where they're landing. So I'm gonna text him and just like check in with him and, you know, see how things are going, kind of like connect with people so I don't feel like I'm like so alone right now. And obviously like a lot of my friends live overseas, so I could like message them right now and they're probably just now getting up. But yeah, so it's honestly a little scary. And like I said, it's been a long time since I've been by myself for this long of a time. He's gonna be gone for 2 weeks, and you know, it's like nice having like a built-in best friend that you like live with. So I'm kind of nervous about it, but my goal for tonight is to do laundry. I need to wash all my bedding, and then I need to just do like some like clothes laundry. But I also want to run to Walmart because I want to deep clean the house and just keep myself busy. Also, I want to do that so Monday and Tuesday, I work for like a 4-hour shift on Monday, but Tuesday and like when I get home and stuff, I just want to be able to relax and not have like a mess, because I know that messes also trigger me. So my goal tonight is to get everything clean and have like a nice clean space. My roommate actually vacuumed and like changed the litter box and like cleaned up the kitchen and stuff before he left, which was super awesome. So that's like, I don't have to worry about like downstairs at all. It's just like I want to clean the bathroom and like clean my office and stuff and just set myself up for success and like, I don't know, just get everything done so that I can relax and go on and not be super worried about stuff. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So while I do that, this is probably going to be the last update for tonight. I probably won't read anymore, so I'll update you guys tomorrow probably when I get home from work. Tomorrow I have plans with friends, so I'm not going to vlog that either because I don't vlog with my friends because I'm online. So yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. I will let you guys know tomorrow when I get home from work what I thought of King of Scars, because hopefully by then I will have finished. If I haven't finished it, I can at least give you like a little kind of synopsis of how I'm further feeling about the story as it moves on, although I am almost done. So yeah, that is going to be it for this update. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello, what is up? I am just home from work. I'm getting ready to take a shower because I'm going to get ramen with some friends, and then I think we're going to go to a plant store and I might get a new plant. I don't know. But I'm not going to be vlogging tonight, so I thought I'd pop in really quickly and give you guys my update for today. So I'm almost done with King of Scars. I think I have like 50 pages left of it. And honestly, like for being marketed as a Nikolai book, I feel like it's more of a Zoya and Nina book. I don't really feel like it has a lot going for Nikolai in it. I mean, he's in it obviously, and there are chapters that are from his perspective, but I definitely think that those two are the main focus of the story. It's kind of sad, but I feel like maybe later there will be more story focused on Nikolai. The only other thing that I'm not really liking about it is there is some love interests in the story that don't really make sense to me. I feel like, I don't know, if it wasn't for, there's so much happening with Nina and so much happening with Zoya that I don't think that I'd be particularly interested in the story. Other than that, I feel like it's one of those stories that really sets up the second one, because obviously there is stuff happening with Nikolai, but with what's happening, I feel like that could have been done in like a novella or maybe a little bit longer than a novella, not quite a book length. And I feel like maybe that's why she added, you know, extra stories for everybody in here and like a little bit more of Nina's perspective, a little bit more of Zoya's perspective. So I get why she did it. I think the second one might be phenomenal, but right now it's definitely sitting at like a 2.5 or a 3-star rating for me. I think I'm just gonna give it a 3-star, but I'm really not, I mean, I'm not bored, but I don't know, I think it's one of those books that's just so disappointing because I expected such different things out of it, and I'm not getting the things that I expected out of it, so that's kind of sad. Like I said, not a terrible book, but definitely a disappointing book for me. So just wanted to update you guys really quickly on that. Like I said, but I am getting ready to go out. The next update you guys get will probably be Monday, right before I edit this vlog. By then, I don't know what I will have read, but hopefully I will have read some stuff because I'm at work for 12 hours tomorrow, so I have quite a bit of time to read, and I'll definitely be finishing King of Scars. So when you guys see me tomorrow, chances are I will have probably already started and gotten quite a ways through another book. Or not tomorrow, but Monday. For now, I'm going to leave it here. I'm just not feeling very excited about the book. I don't know, it's just not what I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. But yeah, I will see you guys in my update on Monday to wrap up this vlog and let you guys know what I have read since I have seen you guys today. Hello, so I am here to end the vlog. I read quite a bit today, and I want to show you guys what I read. Let me move my camera so you can actually see me. There we go, that's much better. So this entire setup is about to change because I need to put up my shelves for my plants. I don't know if you guys remember my really big shelves that I used to have that had all my plants on them. I need to actually put those back up because I did get a new ivy plant, and I am excited to have my plants, but also they like sit on top of my bookshelves, and I used to have those shelves, my other white shelves, specifically for that. I'll insert a picture here of what my shelves used to look like, and I miss them, and I want to get my plant shelves back. So I'm actually going to be moving my room around a little bit tonight, and if you guys know me at all, you know that I rearrange pretty much constantly. Like with each new season, I will rearrange, and I've been having some trouble with the room that I'm in. Now, everything that is in my room right now is all that I own. So I don't have a couch, I don't have a TV, I don't have anything like that. So when I moved out, I just took my basic stuff with me. So looking at it, I keep thinking, oh, you need to downsize, you need to downsize. But if I had my own apartment and moved out, these things would not even fill, you know, like a third of an apartment. So I'm like, I don't own too much. It just seems like too much. So I'm constantly dealing with that. But today I need to sit down and actually finally figure out how to put my shelves back up and where I want my computer and where I want my bed and whatever. So I'm getting ready to do that, but before I do that, I wanted to sit down and show you guys what I read. So finally finished King of Scars. Like I said earlier, I only had like 20 or 30 pages left, so my thoughts on this hasn't really changed. I will say, when people said the ending of this book makes you go, what the fuck, I need the second one right now, they're absolutely 100% correct. This book is definitely, to me, one of those books that sets up the second one. There was a lot of character development for a lot of different characters in this, and I feel like a little bit on Nikolai, but mostly on Zoya and Nina, which I'm excited to read the second one even more now because of that, and I think I will really love the second one. But the ending of this book is just holy shit. I need the second one right now. So not really a fan of this one. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Not the worst, but like I said earlier, I was just pretty disappointed in it. So I'm really excited for the second one though, because I think, like I said, this is one of those books that really sets up the second one. And what Lee has going for her is I think people will still read the second one even though they didn't like this one, because I'm hoping people understand that it was character setup. And while I was disappointed with this book because it, you know, is touted as King of Scars, but I felt like it was more like about Zoya and Nina, it still makes me really excited to read the second one, especially because of that ending. That ending, like the last, I'm not even joking, 2 paragraphs, I was just like my brain exploded, and I needed the second one like right now. And the other book that I read was Nancy Drew and the Palace of Wisdom. This is the Panels Book Club pick, which I've already listed down below for you guys. And I loved this. I gave this 5 stars. I actually really enjoyed it. It obviously follows Nancy Drew and her old gang that from back when she was in like high school and stuff, and like growing up. A lot of these characters, like this character right here is one of her best friends from when she was super young. And this is obviously another one. This is a new character that she meets in this one. There's a little bit of representation in here. I think it was really good. Like the little mystery was really good. I've been getting into mysteries and things like that, so this was really intriguing to me. And if I had the second one, I would have read it right then and there. That's how much I loved it. There's like I said, a mystery in this, and like the camaraderie, and just Nancy as a main character is awesome. Also, she is my aesthetic. Like the way that she dresses, 1000% my aesthetic. So 5 out of 5 stars. Like always, will list these books down below. And then I did read 50 pages of What If It's Us, and I'm shocked. I'm actually really liking this. So I'm not very far into it. The boys did meet. What are their names? Arthur and Ben, I think. Yeah, Arthur and Ben. They have met and they have separated. Like they met, like the meet cute met each other, and then they did lose track of each other because there's like a flash mob, I think is what it's called, like one of those dancing groups show up while they're in the post office, and they lose track of each other, and they start both regretting that, and it's kind of like them trying to get back to each other. And I really like it because is it Arthur is no Ben is the one who, is it Ben? Okay, so Ben is the one who is going through the breakup. Arthur is the one who is looking for love, essentially, and hates living in New York and wants to go back to Georgia. And I don't know, I just, like, I don't know a whole lot about the characters, I don't know a whole lot about the story, but so far I'm really, really interested. The other thing that happened today, so I have not been sleeping very well. I've been feeling very anxious, like I spoke about earlier in this vlog. Being alone is kind of difficult for me, like thinking about that, being stressed out, it's been a lot. So today I got another restless night of sleep. I got like 7 hours, which for me is not enough. I need at least 7.5. And I was at work and we were slow and I was bored, and it was just, it's one of those days where you, if you have anxiety, you kind of know what I'm talking about, where you can feel like a panic attack is coming on. Now you know you're not going to have one, but you're left in this constant suspended state of feeling like you're about to have one. And that's how I've been all day. And a subscriber of mine who is also a regular at my restaurant, her name is Fallon, she actually came in and dropped off some books for me. And I'm so awkward, like, as a person, because I don't know, I'm just like that. And Fallon, if you're watching this, hi. But when she was there and she was dropping off these books, like, I wanted to like hug her, but I'm such a weird person that like I didn't know like what I was doing, and like I don't know, I'm just like, I'm a hugger first off, but you never know like people's boundaries. But it really made my day. Like, if you've ever had a really bad day and like she specifically drove over, like didn't order any food, she just, and I don't even know how far away she lives, but she specifically drove over to our restaurant to drop these books off to me, and I was just like blown away. Like it was the highlight of probably my month. It's probably going to be the highlight of my month that somebody thought of me like that, and it like completely turned my day around, because I was supposed to leave like an hour or two before that and I couldn't because we were just busy enough that I needed to stay, but I was going on 9 hours and I was really tired, and I just like wanted to go home and like wanted to like organize and get my life going and like, you know, like get my day starting to wind down and stuff, and I was feeling very overwhelmed. So she brought me these books and it was just like, it completely turned my day around. But she brought me The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. This is a book that I have seen a lot of. I've heard a lot of people say really great things about this. She said that her boyfriend read it and absolutely loved it, and then she read it because he said he liked it, and they can't stop talking about it, and I'm really excited to read it. I will leave obviously descriptions for these down below. As you guys know, when it comes to books that I don't know a whole lot about, like I don't actively seek out information on them, I tend to like to go into them a little bit blind, but I've heard great things about this and I'm super excited, because even when she gave it to me, she's like, I know you don't really read thrillers, and I'm like, no, I've been trying to read them, I just don't know where to start. And she loves thrillers, so I was like, this is perfect. And the other book she brought me, I'm like super excited for that one, but the other book that she brought me is a book that I have been seeing around a lot and I've heard phenomenal things about it, and I'm so glad to have it. It is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. Can't speak. Novik. Oh my god, my words are not coming out. But this is, it's just stunning, and I've heard, like I said, wonderful things about this. And these are both Book of the Month books. She gets them, you know, I don't know if she does them every month, but you know, she gets them often, and usually she donates them. So she's like, I'm gonna bring in books for you, and I was just like, oh my god. And I was telling my coworkers, like, I was like, she brought in books for me, and they were just like, what is wrong with you? Like, how many books can you possibly have? But I'm just so pumped, and I'm really excited to read this. It's just, I don't know, I've heard such great things about this series, so I am very excited. So we will see what I think of it. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just like in a very loving, happy mood right now. But I think I'm gonna leave the video here. I was gonna update you guys tomorrow and close the vlog off then with like better lighting, but I can't be bothered because I'm gonna be filming all of next week's videos probably tomorrow, once I get my office reorganized tonight. So I am gonna leave the vlog here, but I wanted to tell you guys that I love you and thank you for tuning in this week, and thank you for watching the vlog and spending time with me, because this is the easiest way for me to be able to spend time with you guys. And I know that I'm lacking on responding to comments and stuff, but I promise I will get around to it. I'm just feeling very overwhelmed mentally right now, and the most I can do is like do updates and like film videos and stuff and sometimes get on Twitter, and I know my friends with anxiety or any kind of other mental health issues will completely understand when I say that, but as I do feel bad often that I'm not able to respond as much as I would like to. So thank you for bearing with me when I am feeling like that. But that is going to be this week's vlog. I love you guys a lot. There will be a new video tomorrow. It is going to be my unplugged book box unboxing, and I'm really excited to show you guys what we got this month. I did sneaky peek what we got, so I'm just blown away by it, but I hope you guys enjoy that video, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. If you have any video requests for things you guys would like to see, let me know down below. If you want to vote on stuff and like be more involved, obviously there's Patreon, or you can get a hold of me on Twitter. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I love you guys a lot, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.